Good afternoon, guys. As I told you guys in many words before this, that there is a restoration happening for many of God's people. The Lord gave me 2 months. He gave me May and He gave me November. Okay, so these are the 2 months there's going to be heavy restoration for God's people. Okay, however, everyone's restoration is going to be in different areas, but one of the restorations that's going to take place is a restoration of talents. Okay, a restoration of talents, basically like talents and gifts. There is an end to oppression. Okay, there is an end to oppression this year. Many of God's people are going to be set free. That also means that your inheritance, everything that God has blessed you with, is going to be returned to you plus more. Okay, that also means your talents, your wisdom, your strength, your everything that you had before that was oppressed. If someone tried to block you and fog you from being able to dream, from being able to use discernment, or from being able to really just have strength and have ambition, all of that's going to be restored. Okay, however, when God restores your talents, you're also going to be tested. What do I mean by being tested? Well, the Lord led me to the book of Matthew, the parable of the talents, okay? And I'm going to read this to you guys. So this is Matthew 25, verse 14. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once to put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. The master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I have put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold, Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here's what belongs to you. The master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money in a deposit with the bankers so that when it returned, I would have received it back with interest. The master ended up taking back the bag of gold from the servant that did not invest it. But every other servant that has invested their bag of gold, they received more. Okay, so what does that have to do with this word? Well, the Lord is going to restore many of you guys with talents. The Lord audibly said, you are talented. And that's when he led me to the book of the parable of talents, okay, where Jesus talked about what I just read, right? So the Lord confirmed to me today that there is a restoration of talents, that many of you guys are going to be restored, and you're going to be restored in many areas. But do not let your talents go to waste. For instance, you may have been praying to God and saying to God, God, I'm very good at building, or I'm very good at, drawing. And I've always wanted to really sell my art, sell my sketches. But after I've been so oppressed for so long, God, I have not had the strength to do so, right? So imagine that you pray to God and ask God this, and then God restores your gift for drawing, your gift for art. And then he's giving you the strength to draw and to paint so you can start becoming blessed in that area of your life, right? And you just sit there and you don't do anything because you let fear get to you. Similar to how that servant let fear get to him, so he buried the money instead of investing it. That's just an example I'm giving you. The Lord said when he restores many of you and he gives you back more than what you lost, he doesn't want you to just sit there and do nothing. When he restores your strength, you're going to have to use that strength and you're going to have to put in some work, because faith without works is dead. When he restores your talents, you're going to have to put your talents to good use, and you're not supposed to be afraid. He is going to lead the way, and it's going to lead you to your prosperity, okay? When he restores your ambition, same concept. The Lord is restoring talent, and these talents are what's going to open not one, not two, but multiple doors to your breakthrough, multiple doors to your happiness. Remember something, these gifts and these talents originally are gifts from God for your life. That inheritance that God promised you, it's a gift from God, right? The example that Jesus gave with the master gave his money to his servants who invested it and made more. And then he said, come and enjoy happiness with your master. Jesus, the Lord, God is giving you this inheritance, and he is restoring you with more so you can enjoy your happiness with what he has given you. But when he gives it to you, your test is to put it to use. When your strength is restored, it's time for you to do the work. Faith without works is dead. When whatever is being restored to you, God is trusting that you're going to put it to good use, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.